Chat! What is up? Let me... Just ran up the stairs. Okay. What is up, gamers? Okay. Let me get my wits about me. Let me lock the fuck in. Alright. Chat. Here's the plan. Let's not waste any time. I have not prepared for this stream. Or at least, the preparing I did do, was not sufficient. So, we're here. We're doing what we can. I'm gonna edit some stuff here really quick. Ay, ay, ay. Let me do this. Yep. Yeah. Something a bit like that. Maybe. Okay. Let me make sure I'm good to go. How are you guys doing? Whoops. Not what I meant to click on. How are y'all doing? I have had a long ass fucking day. But we are here. And we're ready to rumble. Let me... Yeah, okay. What else do I have open? Oh, okay. Oh man, dude. I've had a long day. I'm tired. I'm not at all prepared for this stream. But we're here. We're going. It's happening. You know what I'm going to do though? Really quickly. Because this is gonna surely this is a better idea. Oh, brother. Okay, so here's the plan. I will show you my contraption that I've built. So that's just not what I asked you to do. So that's just not what I asked you to do. Not really a contraption. A very simple list that we're going to be working off of, for some leitmotif hunting. Because we have a job to do, chat. It's a job only we can do. Truly. And that is... find the leitmotifs. Okay. We're gonna do this. Okay. Hopefully. There we go. Okay. Do I have this on here? I do. Do I have it on here? No, not on that. On this, I don't. Let me add it. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, it's so beautiful. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Oh, oh darn. Okay, well, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Doom. Doom. Hold on. Hold on. Guys, I have it, you know. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I have it. Window, this one. Nope, not that one. This one. Yes. Yep, okay. That'll do. Okay, sorry guys. I'm so not prepared for this. I got home from work like an hour ago. So I'm tired. You guys understand, I'm sure. Oh, I want this down here. And then I want, what's this look like? Yes. You come up. There we go. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. Okay. We're set. We're set and ready to go. Everything's fine. We've got it down. We're going. Okay. So here's the plan. We're gonna listen to... You guys will just get to see what's going on here. Let's go deltarune, chapter 3, OST. We're gonna listen through 3 and 4. As you can see here, I've got a list of all of the current kind of main, what's it called? All the current kind of main big themes we've got. So you've got your Once Upon a Time, you've got your Don't Forget, you know, anything you could possibly want. And we're gonna go through and add new stuff to these. Also here I have the, motif comparator 9000. It is simply, a BandLab project where I've got all the leitmotifs, right? So we've got this down. Everything's great. We're cruising, dude. I am noticing that I'm dropping frames. I'm not exactly sure why, but hopefully that sorts itself out. Okay. Should be okay. Alright. Let's get into this, dude. I'm excited. Ugh. And we can come up with whatever crazy theories we want to. So flashback's an interesting one because we got this in chapter 2 in Weird Route with Noelle. So flashback's kind of weird because we've heard it before, but it was like a hidden track. So, okay. Dun 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 dun. What is that? Dun dun dun. Is that Lost Girl? Is that what that is? It's sounding kind of like Lost Girl. Which is on here somewhere. Don't forget. It should have its own category already. If it doesn't, then I'm an idiot. Yeah, that dun dun dun, that very specific kind of set of notes there is very Lost Girl. Unrelated, but I realized Spanton has a weird connection to Forgotten Man. Really quickly, let me refresh chat, because it's being all strange. Oh, hold on. My bad. Let me refresh this. Okay. Let me see here. In the third egg room, one of the 7 flying aces says, I'm trying to see as far as I can, but it doesn't look too good. Talk about lousy real estate. I sense nothing but evil from that place. Carlos was fitted, yo, Snow Grapefruit, final boss. Rancid Chris projecting himself onto them. There will be no more miracles, no more magic. You lost it when you tried to see too far. Ooh, that's interesting, Ballistic. That's interesting. Huh. Very interesting. Yo, what's up, Napsterlook? What's up? Okay, well, I don't have a... Oh, Girl Next Door is over here. Let's do this. and make this Lost Girl, which has all of these in it, as well as what's it called? Flashback. It's a tricky connection because it's not quite there. But I think in that baseline it is there. So we'll say that it is for now. Okay. Moving on. Feature presentation. Oh my god, dude. It's time for a feature presentation. If it'll play. It has to get there first.
Straight from your house. Mommy. He's the one. Mommy. The king of. He's groovy and never gloomy. You can't get this from an egg.
Obviously,
the
that's
sensation on your screen. The show that
and Toby's like voice acting makes it so beautiful.
Mr.
Antenna's TV time. It's so beautiful. It's so good. Okay, well, we've got feature presentation. Lovely. I don't think there's anything weird in the base of that. I don't think so. And then... Yup. Now for today's sponsors. Dun, 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 dun. So good. All of the music for this chapter is so peak. Especially this one. Oh, I'm moving things all over the place. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so flustered. Okay, so that's that same ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. And then this melody. That melody. It's a little different, and I don't know if it reappears, so we'll see. I think it does somewhere, but I couldn't be sure. Surely that appears somewhere else. We'll save it in the back of our head. Okay, Sandy Board is an interesting one because it doesn't actually play in the game. It's unused from the actual game. So, but there it is. And as of right now, so on this list that I've got, anything that is underlined is appears. Has another theme appear in it, right? So that's what that is. Let me see if I can refresh this. Refreshing. Let's see if I can get chat on screen to work. Apparently not. All right. I don't know why the chat on the stream is not working. There's the same. So maybe we'll take these two. We'll do this. I feel like that's one that's a little different. Oh, adventure board, my beloved. Dun, 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 dun. So we'll do this. And that bum bum ba-dum ba-dum. It's just Tenna again. It's absolutely genius the way Toby's done this. you'd never think of it. Like, you'd never realize. Now this section, this coming section, does anyone know if that da 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 references something else? Because I can't think of what it might be. Da 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 da. I don't know. Surely it's got something. And yes, it is the best part of the song. Na 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 na. I can't think of if that. I can't tell if that relates to anything. Low key, because my chat's not working on stream, we're gonna have to do that because it's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me if it's just sitting there and not working. So sorry, gang. I don't know. Okay. Da 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 da. I don't know. But the whole dun 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 da da. I think it's just a play on that same melody. Okay. What's next? Oh, I love this song. It's so nice. Da, 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 da. Short, simple, sweet, perfect. Okay, next is quiz, I'm pretty sure. There's Tenna again. I spelled quiz wrong. It's such a good melody, Tenna's theme is. I've got chocolate. I hope you guys don't mind if I eat while we're going through this. This is Mike. I'm calling it a different thing, but it might just be the exact same thing. I don't really know. Because it is still part of, like, Tenna's overarching theme. That's just Lancer. Where's Lancer at? Show me Lancer. He's up here, I think. There he is. Okay, do we know if pushing buddies has any relevance to any other I can't think that it has any other relation to like literally anything else. Oh, peak. Absolute peak. Oh my god. Oh my god. spelled Buster wrong. That's embarrassing. So good. So good. This is so peak. Probably just a singular thing. Alright. Well. Okie dokie then. It's just kind of its own weird little thing. Pushing Buddies is like the one song so far that does not have a leitmotif attached to it. And we have some others. There are some that I wrote down ages ago that I don't know if they're true anymore. I feel like the Holy, and like some of these other ones, the Holy, Hip Shop obviously has its own, like, there's a billion songs that use Hip Shop now, I feel. So maybe we'll make that its own category while we're sitting here. Whoopsie. Dun dun dun. We've got Hip Shop. We'll go ahead and add Hip Shop. I feel like I'm hitting my mic every time I type anything. Okay, Hip Shop. I know these ones have it. So we'll stick with that for now. Okay, this is just Tenna's theme again, I think. Oh my god, could I spell? Da-da-da. Okay, physical challenge. Again, peak. Oh my god. And then these two are from chapter 3. We're color coding. We're taking notes. I might as well be back in high school. And it's the best thing ever. You know what I might do? Just so that my computer doesn't overload, I might pull up chat on my phone. That might be easier. Now here's the thing. Physical challenge is good, even though it does give me PTSD. Because that cooking minigame, oh god. Okay. Close that. Good song. Good song. Even if it's scary. Okay, put it down there. I think that just has the one... Oh, board clear. Let me think. That's Tenna. Bum bum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. What is this? That's just Tenna. Something where people can hear Lost Girl and Black Knife and others can't. I'll tell you where it is when we get to it. Oh, peak. There she is. Beautiful green room. Beautiful green room. I'm pretty sure green room is the second time we hear Hip Shop again. Right? There's not another Hip Shop iteration in chapter 2. Because I'm pretty sure Swatches the cat, not the cat cafe, it's just a cafe in the mansion just uses the original Hip Shop. It's the Shay song, yeah, pretty much. wait, the rules song. That's such an interesting... Hold on, I'm writing that down. Not that it really has to do with anything, because, like, when is rules gonna be plot relevant? But Hip Shop only appears... The theme itself only appears where rules has been. So it originally showed up in chapter 1 in his shop. And then it shows up again in Swatch's shop in the mansion, because Rules was there and they kicked him out. And then it shows up again here in the green room because he's with the Polycule. And then it shows up again in TV World when he's with the Polycule the second time. So, that's very interesting. It doesn't really show up anywhere else. I forgot about Vapor Buster. Now, I don't think either of these... This one does. I don't think this one does. So you'll notice that Root Buster and Lantern are both underlined, and Vapor Buster is too, and that's because they share the Determination theme from Undertale. If only just a little bit, it's still there. So that's why those are underlined, because they share that theme with Determination, which is down here. So I should add Vapor Buster. Fun little fun fact there. That da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That whole thing. That's all Determination, baby. There it is. I never would have imagined Toby doing like a slowed down remix of Rude Buster. Could Rude Buster having a lantern motif strengthen the theory that Sean was a part of the past fun gang? Now that is interesting. I would almost argue that Lantern has the Rude Buster theme, and not that Rude Buster has the Lantern motif. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that's an interesting thing to point out. And I thought, like, I've been thinking this since chapter 1, that it was weird that Sham's theme was the Rude Buster motif. I always thought that was interesting. And it might give credence to the first Fun Gang theory. Oh, peak. Now, here's something a lot of people bring up, is that Paradise is kind of its own theme, even though it does have Tenna's theme. I don't know that you could call it its own theme. Here, let's do this really briefly. Let me pull up, because there was a Reddit post I saw, that gave a bunch of leitmotifs between chapter 3 and 4, and what they may have connected to. And I want to bring that up if I can, so that we can just look at it. So, this Reddit post is calling Tenna's theme TV Time, which I think is fine, but It's TV Time, the song, has its own theme, which is the da 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 da. So I want to keep those very separate. I want us to know exactly what we're looking at. Let me see, where's Paradise? So yeah, people are saying that the Paradise theme is the da 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 da, which I think is fine, but I'm wondering if it links to something else, like if there's a more original iteration that we could use, but I can't think of one. So I'll write it down and then we can see if it appears again, what that could be. Dun, 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 dun. This This song is so good. That's very interesting. This Reddit post said that Pushing Buddies has Lancer's theme in it, but I don't hear it. I don't know. Oh, you know what I did forget, though? I have down here a certain feature presentation has to be added to the Hey Every category because, believe it or not, Hey Every shows up everywhere in Chapter 2. Or in Chapter 3, rather, sorry. Which also means this can get an underline. Oh, I love this song. I love Raft Ride. It's so nice. It's so calm. So this is also... This is also Tenna. Dun, 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 dun. Spend an hour trying to find where people were saying pushing buddies. I don't hear it at all. So, there's that. God, this is so damn good. Oh, when the bass comes in, it's so lush and, like, full and rich. I honestly think they're crazy. Yeah, probably. God, that song is so good. Alright. Oh yeah, South of the Border is next. This song is so crazy. I don't think that has anything in it, to be honest with you. Right, sound check. Okay. So we've got the ones that have nothing so far. Pushing Buddies. South of the Border. God, Susie. And sound check. That currently don't have any connections, which makes sense. Now, let's get into this, shall we? Alright. It's Raise Up Your Bat time. Yeah, okay. God, this song is so good. This song is so peak. Does Power Spin had anything beyond the Freedom motif? I don't think so. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Now, I think Lost Girl is the only motif Raise Up Your Bat has in it. Yeah. Oh, this section is so peak. Same tempo as D.OGG. You are right about that. Ooh. Yeah, let me actually do that. Let me do this. And we'll just remember that that's D.OGG. Because that is an important thing to make note of. Yeah, that is important. It's same tempo. Not only is it the same tempo, it's the same drum pattern. It's the same everything. It's the whole thing. The rhythm, all of it. All of the drums are ripped straight from D.OGG. So I think that is important to note. So peak. So peak. Now, this Reddit post I'm referencing says that this doesn't have anything in it, but unfortunately they're wrong. Because this is Hey Every. This plays in the T-rank room, if you weren't sure. So, there's that. You read a comment that the .oggs might end up spelling December. Interesting, because we have C, too. We have D and C right now. First one was W, true. I don't know. There might be something there, though. WD caster. I don't know. Yeah, King of Roly Poly is just, Hey Every. Now, this is an interesting one, Glowing Snow, and I don't know if there's any implications that we could, like, any connections we could make here, but it is the ooh-wah themes from Undertale. Now, the thing about, the ooh-wah themes, I don't know if So Temperate plays anywhere else, but I know for at least these two, and I believe ooh-wah So Temperate, these only play in the menus for the console, in like the configuration menus for the console versions of Undertale. Now, what is interesting about that is that this plays during kind of a slower, melancholic moment of chapter 3 when we're kind of looking at how Des kind of interacted with Chris and their friends. And so I think there is something to be said about this referencing the ooh-wah themes that were menu themes. Like, I'm on my device theory bullshit here. But there's definitely something gastery going on with that if we are to infer lore implications with this. Because I think this, I do think this is weird, and I think it's important to, like, point out that this is ooh-wah for no reason, other than it sounds pretty. But I think if we're to draw any implications from this, it's a gastery one. Gives me Snowden vibes from the Undertale general route. It's true. That slowed down vibe. The TV snow static, yeah, that's true. Which could be, hey, Holiday's right there. So Holiday. I love Glowing Snow. It's one of the prettiest songs on the Deltarune soundtrack so far. Across the chapters. It's so nice. Okay, now what? What's next? Give it to me. Oh, this is going to be another interesting one. Because this is one that does not play in the game. I don't think, anyway. So there's Tenna again. This is Big City Board. Originally, the Big City Board that Tenna references, I guess that is Paradise, huh? Dun, 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 dun. Alright, well, we might come back to Paradise then, if it has that lends ingredients to the other. It's the dog check, got you. Well, because I know that originally the Big City was going to be an actual board after board 2. So, like, you were gonna actually have to play the bonus round. That was originally the intention, and then Susie Zilla would have been that minigame at the end. But for pacing reasons, it was cut. So he presumably wrote the music for it anyway. But it never got used, because it ended up being cut for pacing. There's a lot of water imagery. This is true. Water. Yeah, water. If you've not watched Molly Star's Device Theory. It's a good watch, and you should take a look at it, because it's very interesting. And she draws a lot of parallels to water and darkness, and what that could mean for Gaster implications. Okay, so this is gonna be Tenna again. Doom Board. Good song too, banger. Now this Reddit post is telling me that Big City Board had Don't Forget in it, and I'm gonna believe it, so we're gonna put it up here. Which is so interesting, our first, not Don't Forget, our first Don't Forget reference is a cut song from Chapter 3. That's very interesting. Doomboard is so peak. And then the way they do the dynamic music here with the metaphysical challenge. So good. I personally prefer metaphysical challenge because I like the sound of the keys. As opposed to the chiptune. But that's just me. Oh, looking ahead on this Reddit post, actually. There's another song from Chapter 3 where... And this one actually has Hey Every in it. Where Rules is seen. Not only that, we're gonna go down here. And add it down here, too. I forgot about Dump. Dump's kind of a banger, to be honest. Look at this madness over here. Alright, TV World. Wonderful song. Da 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 da. Apparently this was written a long time ago. Like way back in 2016, I think. We're gonna add we know those two have this bass line in them, which I think is important. Let me see here. Cold water fell from the top of the sky prophecy. True. So Gravis prophesized route. I don't know, it's probably a stretch. I don't know, dude. The prophecy confuses me a lot, I think, because the thing with the prophecy is that, like, the thing is, Toby has said from the very beginning that this game will have one ending. And while I do believe he's right about that, I think what's very interesting is that the prophecy kind of seems to, like, encompass all of, hold on. I lost my train of thought because I realized while listening to TV World there's a Hey Every reference. So we're gonna put TV World down here. Da 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 da. And it's here again too, isn't it? Yup. So peak. This song is great. I didn't used to When I first played Chapter 3, I was underwhelmed by this theme, but I have grown to really like it. It's kind of the same way I felt about World Revolving. I was not into World Revolving when that came out. But now I'm not opposed to it. I like it now. TV World having a freedom motif confused me lore-wise. Like, is it because Tenno would have had freedom if he went along with the night and possibly got the Shadow Crystal? Now, here's what's very interesting to me is that I don't hear freedom in TV World anywhere. So you're gonna have to give me a timestamp so I can go back and check, because I don't hear it. If you can give me a timestamp stamp to where in TV World you're hearing freedom, we can go back and check the actual MIDI files. But I don't hear it personally. I think the word of prophecy, because Rouse has new dialogue in the word it's saying, I want to believe again. There isn't just one ending. There might be something worse. It's gonna start and end. I'll check for where I heard it specifically. Thank you, Ballistic. This is so peak. I was not paying attention. Hold on. I'm so sorry, YouTube. I'm gonna make you go back because I was not paying any attention. Dun dun dun. You know what? I don't think any other theme has that in it, so we're gonna just start this. This is that Hey Every. Yep. Right here. Da-da-da-da-da. There's the Hey Every reference. I wasn't paying attention, so I missed it. TV World also has Hey Every. Yes, it does. It does. It's down here. Dun, dun, da, da, da. This saxophone section, or the horn section, whatever it is, as soon as it comes in, it's so lovely. Good music, good shit. Here's another one. Hall of Fame. Those really punchy trumpets. Dun, 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 dun. Hall of Fame is so good, low-key. Don't think the freedom motif is in TV World, sorry. This is about being a song that's not tennis ball. Yeah, Ron, that's what I'm thinking. Because I personally don't hear it. I never have. Rain has returned. How you doing? Yeah, I've never heard freedom in TV World. I guess we can go back and check again. Okay, Breath, I don't think has anything going for it. This Reddit post says that Breath has Hey Every. Now, I don't know what that is, but we're gonna, for our purposes, we're gonna say no, it doesn't. I don't hear that at all. Okay. Now, here's where we get into some interesting shit. So here's what we're gonna do, actually. We're gonna pause the fuck out of this, because we need to talk, alright? In fact, we're gonna do this, because I think it's gonna end up being that important. This is Burn in Despair. Now, everyone and their mother has heard that Burn in Despair is in Black Knife. But I think it is important enough that we're going to write it down, because this Reddit post is telling me that it's also in Burning Eyes, which I haven't really listened to all that much, so I couldn't really tell you. But as far as this Reddit post is concerned, Burn in Despair is there too. Black Knife also features the chase motif, which we all know. And for a split second, if you squint your ears, it technically, maybe, by, like, 2019 Deltarune fandom standards, has, Lost Girl in it. We're gonna say that it does for our purposes here, but it's a little up in the air if it's actually there. But we'll say that it is for our purposes. Now, actually, before I do that, what's very interesting is that over here, you'll notice... Oh, shut up. I did this much earlier for the thumbnail, but I wrote out Lost Girl here. That's Lost Girl. Now we can put Black Knife next to it on top of it. That's where people are hearing Lost Girl. Right here. This section here. That's where the Lost Girl is. Now, is it one note off? Yeah, it is. But I think, for the purposes here, we could say that it's there for real. Especially considering that this melody at the end of Black Knife is not heard anywhere else on the soundtrack. This melody, especially this part, I don't know what this is, but this melody here is not heard anywhere else on the soundtrack, as far as I'm aware. As far as I know, that appears nowhere else on the soundtrack. So I think with that knowledge, we could say that Toby maybe took from Lost Girl to create this melody. But I don't know. I don't know. But we'll let it play. Yeah, people said it could have been the freedom motif. It's also because of that rundown. I don't think that's the case. I personally don't think that's the case. I don't think the freedom motif angle is strong enough, but I do think the Lost Girl angle is strong enough. So we'll say that it's that instead. It's also in Burning Eyes. Bet. Burning Eyes also has the Power of Neo motif, I know, which is very interesting. It's also interesting to me that Spampton himself brings up Neo. It's like a whole thing that he says. So I don't know. This song is so good. So good. Absolute peak. Night by Night, the song with the original Night motif, also has Lost Girl motif in it. Kind of, if you squint your ears. I listened to Nightmare Night extensively when I was making the thumbnail. So I was like, what is peak clickbait? And I decided that it was Nightmare Night. But what that meant is that I had to go listening to it, and pick things apart. And I am convinced and also unconvinced of its relevance to Deltarune. But I think it could be there. I'm just not entirely convinced. Okay, this is crickets. We don't care about crickets. They chirp. That's all they do. They make little chirpy noises. Nothing really to worry about. Let's go back here. Now chat, rather unfortunately, I do have to dip for like 10 minutes to go pick up my girlfriend from work. I will be right back though. We will continue, do not worry. Before we do that though, I am gonna pause this and I do want to go back to TV World. Since Lovely Ballistic has given me a timestamp. So let's go back here. Let's pause so you two can keep up. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. Let's let YouTube keep up. Come on, bud. You got it. Okay, so Ballistic, you're saying from 4 to 6 and 17 to 20. But you could be completely wrong. Just part of the confused section from the random. Okay. So let's go back here. Is it in that da 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 part that you're hearing? Dun dun da 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 da. Huh. And then 17 to 20. Is it da 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 da. Wait, it might be off on the timestamps 1 sec. Okay. Dun 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 dun. I personally don't hear it. I don't know what people are hearing, to be quite honest with you. But that's okay. If anything, TV World has a freedom motif at 112. In the green room motif moment, which would make more sense because of Ram. That's very interesting. Because I've always thought Ram was a little weird. Well, I guess it's the most replayed section for a reason, huh? Okay. Let's listen. Yep. Wait, hold on. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Wait. Wait a second. You might be onto something. So what we're looking at here is this little section where it goes da 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 da. I hear what you're saying. That's the section you're talking about. Da 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 da. That's what you're talking about. Hold on. Da 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 da. Right? That's what we're talking about? Okay. Interesting. Da 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 da. Because this would be freedom in this key. It's on the 5th. It's just the 5th of freedom. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, I do hear it. Now I hear it. Thank you, Ron. I did not hear that before. Okay. Fascinating. Because this would be da-da-da, da-da-da. Yeah? Okay. Well, you proved me wrong. I guess it is technically there. If you squint your ears. It is just the 5th harmony for that. Huh. Very interesting. Okay. Well, even though we're not quite done with chapter 3, we are going to take a little break so that I can run down and pick up my girlfriend. But stream will not end. I will be right back, and we'll continue this. Let's see. Let's listen to something nice. Something sweet for the kids. What should we... Let's do some bossa nova. This is from Tanger. All right. I'm gonna real quick go run an errand. I will be back briefly, very shortly. And I'll see you guys all in like 10-15 minutes. Okay, go take a potty break. Go do whatever. And you guys can listen to this while I'm gone, okay? Okay, I'll be right back.
The demon heart is crying and the blood is gushing bright. Raise up your bat for the burning fight. When your hope is slowly dying and your future's lost its right, raise up your bat and face the fright. Let's knock him dead into the night. Come follow me into the dark with your heart as the arc which shall shine you the way. Because I'm with you in the dark with your heart as my mark which shall guide you the way. Your path for the burning fight. When your hope is slowly dying and your future's lost its right, raise up your bat and face the fright. Let's knock him dead into the night. Come follow me into the dark with your heart as the arc which shall shine you the way. Because I'm with you in the dark with your heart as my mark which shall guide you the way.
strike with violence or kill you with kindness? We'll light up the silence, act now, 'cause the end is soon. Come and let us bust down the cars that hide your heart now. Shed light on all the shadows you leave passerby. Whether we strike with violence or kill you with kindness, we'll light up the silence, act now, 'cause the end is soon.
The prophecy, the whispers among the shadows, the legend of this love, deltarune.
The world that's past, pure as light beneath it grew eternal night. The fountains freed the roaring cries, and titans shade from darkened eyes.
Hello, chat. Are we still alive? Are we still alive? How we doing? I saw that you guys are having very long conversations in chat, which I will have to read later. Okay. We're back. I'm gonna take a drink. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed Deltarune Bossa Nova. Get back to business though. Right, TV world. Okay. Oh shit. Let me actually transition back to what we were doing. Okay. We're going slightly insane. Okay. I guess I'll see the insanity later. Okay. Let's get back to business. Let's get down to business. Okay. Where were we? We were down here at Black Knife, at Crickets. Let's jump to Dump, shall we? So there's Hey Every. Green room motif, yeah. From Hip Shop. Make sure I put that there. Dump's there. And Hey Every. Oh, actually, hold on. Get back here. Let me make sure I'm not crazy. Okay, so unfortunately, that is the Holy. That is just the Holy, which I have up here from my original diagram, stating that it does not have, any other, what do you call them? Like, songs that use that motif. But, unfortunately, that's not correct. Because the Holy, just totally does, or I guess Dump, has the Holy in those little bells in the background. It's this little da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, I couldn't totally tell you what that means. I see Penumbra Phantasm down there, Ruan. You're not... I see that. And while I will say there might be evidence of a Penumbra Phantasm, I personally am not so convinced. I don't know that we'll ever see Penumbra Phantasm, if I'm totally honest with you. But, you know, that's okay. We'll see. But at the very least, Dump is there, which I think is fascinating. Don't exactly know what that means, but it's there. So, definitely a weird little thing there. Let me eat another bite of my chocolate that I opened and then didn't eat any of. Okay. Sword! Sword moment. Okay. This is definitely here. Because there's Tennis Team. Maybe Final Boss like it was in Hopes and Dreams. That's true. So this is all just tenor. I love that little moment. This is all just tenor, as far as I'm aware, or can hear. Actually, hold on. This is the one where the holy's most obvious. I just heard it. I just caught it. So, the other thing that I think is very interesting about this soundtrack in particular is which songs Toby chooses to capitalize in their titles. Right? Because we know from Device Theory and from all of the uppercase files that there's definitely something with the uppercase. Gaster speaks in uppercase. It's definitely a thing. So I find it very interesting which songs on the soundtrack are in all caps. You've got The Holy, you've got Gallery, and then just a shitload at the end of chapter 3. Sword, Northern Light, Glacier, Bitroots, ERAM, and Burning Eyes are all capitals. So that's very interesting. I don't know what it means yet, but I think it should be looked at. Got a bail 3:30, somewhat slightly late. That's okay, Ballistic. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time, okay? Some people were saying Glacier had Gaster's theme, but legit, I couldn't hear it. Okay. We'll see when we get there. Yeah, I just heard Holy in that, which I didn't think I would, so there you go. It's still 10 up. And there's the Holy, the back and forth. Da 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 da. There it is again. Okay, well, definitely at least the Holy's in that one. And these wave sounds again. Water again. The wave sounds. Wave sounds. Sockmap made a video including it, made me pretty happy. The redacted sprite. True. Sockmuppets videos are so freaky, dude. Okay. So, this is Flashback again. I absolutely love this song. But people apparently were saying, that they were hearing, what's it called? Gaster in Northern Light? Now, what they're hearing is... Now, let's count really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 semitones down. 3 up, 3 down. So it's not, you know, because I watched an Andrew Cunningham video one time. So I know my intervals. Because what we would want is like, one. This is Gaster, I believe. Really fast, but you know what I'm saying. That's Gaster. Now, if we rearrange these a little bit, we could get, like a... Not really. So there's no Gaster there. Even if it isn't there, the vibes are there. That's true. But I would hate to kind of bastardize Gaster's theme, saying it's in every four-note arpeggio. So we're not going to. We're not gonna. We're just simply not gonna. But we will listen to the rest of this. Because I do think it's just pretty. And then this is Flashback again, which is Lost Girl. Or maybe it's more Noelle's theme. Glacier's an interesting one. I don't know what to make of Glacier, if I'm honest with you. I think Glacier's made it sound like Gaster's theme on purpose. You're probably right. Oh, 1332. True. Okay, now this is interesting. This is Bitroots. And the interesting thing about Bitroots is that all of the Roots themes that we have so far are just, it's up here, I believe, Your Best Nightmare. That goes for Digital Roots, that goes for Bitroots. This is just Your Best Nightmare, which I think is very interesting. The phrasing, or the title being Nightmare, is very interesting. This is just Your Best Nightmare. Which includes, hey, by the way, Burn in Despair. Imminent Death, which plays before Verse Susie, which also has it. And then Digital Roots and Bitroots both have Your Best Nightmare. So I think this word is very interesting for our purposes here. Since we're dealing with dark, I suppose. I suppose that's what I'm saying. You guys can barely see that. Here you go. This is what we're looking at. Alright, that's Bitroots. I think that's the only interesting thing going on there. It's just back and forth. That's all that is. Thanks, ERAM. But again, mare, nightmare. Weird naming conventions of things. Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on, bucko. So, what's about to happen is, Power of Neo. Dun 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 dun. is burning eyes. Eram is an anagram for mayor. Why were people saying that? Because it is. It's just the truth. So there's burning eyes with power of Neo. Now let me hear these drums again. So whenever we're gonna make like a burn in despair, well, let me go here first. Whenever we're gonna make a burn in despair reference or a burn in despair leitmotif quote argument, we do have to actually make it correctly. We have to actually analyze this drum pattern. So let's do that now. Okay. What I'm specifically looking for is this dooba-doom da ba-doom da da, dooba-doom da ba-doom ba-dun dum. Because I'm pretty sure that's what we're dealing with here. Dum dum dum, dooba-doom ba ba-doom ba-da da, dooba-dum da ba-doom da da. That's what we're looking for, is that rhythm. Now, while I think the beginning part is interesting, or like could be a connection there, I'm not fully convinced of Burn in Despair. I will write it down in my notes, but I'm not convinced fully that Burning Eyes has Burn in Despair in it. People are saying that it does. I'm not fully convinced. I'm not fully convinced just because the rhythm is not exact, and I think if we're going to make leitmotif arguments, then it needs to be pretty exact, especially if it's rhythm, if it's rhythm based. Like, these are not the same like drum samples, and it's not quite the same rhythm. It's close. The first half of the bar is, but the latter half isn't, and so I think it's gonna be really hard to say that it actually does have Burn in Despair there. Close that. So there's Neo. There's that. Now, do we have any connection of that main melody? Da 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 da. Hold on. Let me hear that again. It does go down that semitone. So, in a shocking twist of events, Raise Up Your Bat has its own leitmotif that is quoted. Hold on, that's crazy. But I'm not hearing that not correctly, right? Hold on. Hold on. Has anyone else made this connection? Because a lot of people are saying, like, I don't know where this... You know what I mean? Okay. That's crazy. Let me triple check. So, let's go over here. With Raise Up Your Bat. Da na na da na 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 na. Come on, Van Lab. Let's cooperate. That's Raise Up Your Bat. Da 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 da. Now, what I just heard in Burning Eyes is much longer. It starts up here. Da 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 da. This is what I just heard. Which... That's the same. And this is the same. Right? I'm not making this up. Guys, you have to tell me I'm not making this up. Their fight friend might have some connections to Des. This is true. Wow, that's crazy. Because this Reddit post is like, I don't know where Burning Eye... Like, I don't know where this main melody is from. It's Raise Up Your Bat. That's crazy. And Neo? Power of Neo? Why? I love these little jazz chord stabs. Now, if we wanted to be crazy, and say that this drum pattern was Burn in Despair, then we'd have Burn in Despair, Raise Up Your Bat, and Power of Neo all in the same song. You know what? Like, what is that? What is that? You know what I mean? What is that? Okay, well, that's chapter 3. So that's all the connections we've made for chapter 3 so far. So that's great. Now, surely I don't have to write deltarune on that too. That's what I thought. Okay. Let's get into it. Chapter 4. So, okay. Let's get into chapter 4. This is the legend. For those who didn't know. What is this? Old wooden rafters. Let's make this purple for chapter 4. Because that's the way I'm doing my color scheming right now. So it's only a little bit, and then he extends the melody. Like, messes with it. And extends it a little bit. But that da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na is the first bit of the legend. This is so pretty. Maybe Ram has Power of Neo / Bath because they are the boss after doing a route where you kill a lot of monsters. Interesting. Interesting. Fascinating idea, Ron. I like that. You know, people call genocide motif might be onto something. That's true. I've never heard that, people calling Power of Neo the genocide motif. Very interesting. Okay, well, that was Old Wooden Rafters. Fantastic. Stairs, don't forget. I don't think this has anything but don't forget in it. Alright. Beautiful. I love the church artwork. Is really, yeah, me too. Not religious either, but there is something about a cathedral. My architecture, like, my little love of architecture goes crazy. Alright, another day in hometown. Beautiful. Perfect. We love it. We've got this hometown theme again. Which maybe I do. Do I have this on here? Because school, would have that theme also. I don't think I have a dedicated section for it, so I probably should. We'll bring it over here. Let me see. Okay, I guess I don't have a regular schmegular hometown one, so we'll add one. I guess I don't need a capitalized town. This would be school. I love these songs, dude. They're so pretty. And I love this motif, the hometown motif. It's so nice. Oh yeah, we've also got the town theme. We go up to Snowden Town. This is also a school. Love the town theme. This is gonna be Gingerbread House, I believe. If my recollection of the soundtrack is right. Oh, never mind, it's Friends. So this is... Hey, let me tell you something. It's very weird that Girl Next Door happens to have, a Gaster sighting. But there it is. In that da-da-da-da. That's Gaster. Hometown has Snowden motif. Do you guys remember where Sans lives in Undertale? It's true. It's true. But it's also a weird thing in that, like, Hopes and Dreams has the town motif in it. So I don't really know what that means. Now, I want to go back here because this Reddit post is claiming the hometown theme at, what, 53? That's 55. Is that hometown? Da 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 da. I'm not hearing it. Y'all are gonna have to tell me if I'm missing it. But there is Don't Forget. I'll let that be the case. I'll admit there's an ounce of Don't Regret. I mean, Don't Forget. My bad. Okay. It sounded like Don't Forget. I can also hear Hometown. There's Don't Forget. Da 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 da. Don't forget and don't regret, dude. Okay. Here we go. Castle Funk. Yup. Yup, dude. Yup. Oh, it's so tasty. So this Reddit post is claiming snowy in that keys part. The da 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 da. That's just not at all snowy, so I don't know what they're talking about. But this is the legend. I'll give them that. Where'd it go? Over here. Nope, that's Lancer. Where did I just see legend? Maybe it's down here. There it is. That melody is striking me weirdly. Da-na-na-na-da-na. Anybody else? God, that guitar. Oh, it's so tasty, dude. So tasty. Some people say they hear tenor motif in Castle Funk. I don't, personally. I think they might just be, like, conflating the saxophone with tenor. That's Don't Forget right now. 100%. 100% that's Don't Forget. Because this is all legend. But in this B section of the saxophone. Da 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 da. Right there. God, it's so groovy, dude. It's so good. Da-da-da-da-da. Yup. Really good. Alright. Right. Okay. I don't know that I'm even gonna put this one on the list because we've already got Knock You Down over here somewhere. Right there. This is the exact same. It just has a new rhythm guitar section. That's it. I love how Legend sounds like a lullaby or nursery rhyme. It totally does. Well, and Ralsa even sings it to put Susie to sleep a couple times in chapter 1. So I think that's worth noting. Guys, I think this is Queen's theme. Maybe. Did Andrew Cunningham tell you that? My goat, Andrew Cunningham. This is Queen's theme again. This is Queen's theme. This is the exact same song that plays during the Giga Queen fight at the end of chapter 2. It's just very slightly different so that you can do a rhythm game to it. That's the only reason it's here. Because you can do this song in Castle Town with the rhythm game. It's the exact same. It's good. Like shit. It's a good song, but it's just from chapter 2. So I don't think there's anything different enough to warrant putting it on the list again. For leitmotif, well, yes, because it's from chapter 2. That's the Pandora Palace theme in the background. There's the end. Great. Now this next one. We know her. We love her. It's Noelle's theme. Which, makes sense. This is her house after all. In those little dings, you can hear the da 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 da. It's great. This is a great little track. I wasn't like crazy about it when I played the game. Because this key sample is so bright. I don't always love really bright key samples. It's very Christmassy, but I know that's the point. It's just not one that I'd like go back to listen to very often. I saw some people trying to say that they heard King theme in Burning Eyes. I think it's just people to this day think that King's mantle was a shadow mantle. I do think King's mantle is a shadow mantle. I think he stole it from Sham. I think Sham got it somewhere and King stole it from them. I think that's the case 100%. But I don't know that I would say that I hear King's theme in Burning Eyes just because it's a 4-note arpeggio. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? The Card Castle theme is a 4-note arpeggio. They're like, you know what I mean? Alright, distance between two. This is Lost Girl. And that's all it is. I guess it's not capitalized. Distance between two. This is just Lost Girl. Nothing else there. And how did it end up in Chris's house? You know what? That's a decent question. Actually, now that you say that. Chris stole it from King. Ron, you pose an interesting question. Now, this Reddit post says that they hear barrier in C. I think there's very little to glean from C, personally. It's a loop of some freaky noises. Maybe it's barrier. I would have to, like, put it into Audacity and mess with it. But we'll, for the sake of it, I'll write down c.ogg. Just so it's in the notes. That's not a motif, Toby. That's someone dying of asthma. It's true. Sound like someone freezing? Yeah. Yeah, dude. Okay, so here we go again with the holy. We've got Atrium, another, hey, by the way, capitalized song title. And I think this is just the holy. There's nothing else to it. Yeah, we should, when we're done, like, listening to the whole thing, We should go back and look at which songs are capitalized on the soundtrack. Because I think that's gonna end up being important. You know, I remember when, like, Chapter 1 and 2 were out, we were analyzing the songs that had capitalized titles for lore, but I think now that we have so many more, it's important to go back and look at which ones are which, you know what I mean? Perfect, beautiful. Here we go. Peak is coming, ladies and gents, peak is coming. And we're gonna give ourselves a new one of these. This is gonna be Sanctuary. So good. This song is so good. Oh my god. There's Legend again. Da 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 da. And don't forget. This key change section. Ooh. Ooh. So good. Just that little change. So good. I love the Chapter 4 soundtrack. It's so peak. Cyber's World, Welcome to the City, and Keygen are capitalized. True. Yeah, we'll look through all of them. Because I'm really curious. That's Legend again. Now, we know how this ends. I do want to go back. This Reddit post says at 15, they hear the Holy. Let's really quickly pull up the Holy. Just so that we can listen to it again for the choral part, because I'm personally not hearing it. The Holly. So not what I wanted, actually. And they're not going to give me what I do want. Okay. No, 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 no. Come here. There we go. Okay. Let's listen to this. Okay. Dubious at best, I'll say. Dubious at best. I don't feel like putting that on there. Dubious at best. Dubious at best. We can skip forward. That holy reference is dubious at best. Alright. Let's go ahead and add from now on. The thing about from now on is that I am sad that we won't be hearing Rootbuster all that often anymore. But I can't be too mad at it because it's a banging track, so... Now, this Reddit post that I'm referencing, is saying that they're hearing the legend during this saxophone section. The only place I can think of that they'd be hearing that is the da 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 da. Na na na. I don't know. I don't know where they're hearing legend. Unless you guys can let me know when in legend that's quoted from. But I'm personally not hearing it. And the rest of that is just, don't forget again. Okay, let's get into the fun shit. Let's go. Alright, where's Undyne? Is she down here somewhere? Where'd I put her? God, the bubble chart for this is gonna go crazy. Wow. Nothing until right now. All of this is just Undertale until now. That's crazy. And Ruins, I think, for that matter, we haven't had. Yeah, look at that. Crazy stuff we're seeing here. Bringing back Undertale motifs. Insanity. Absolute insanity. This is Wise Words, which will come back. And because that is because Wise Words is the purest form of that motif, we'll make it its own thing. Now why are y'all bold? Okay. Crazy stuff happening in Yahaha. Now I'm thinking, trying to place this Reddit post is saying that they're hearing Sanctuary during this harpsichord part. Or banjo or whatever it is. There's Undyne. There it is again. God, this song's good too. Oh, I should put this down here, I think. What am I doing? There we go. This is Ruins again. Bringing back the Ruins motif, like, a decade later is absolutely crazy. All of this is just Undertale. Nothing happening between this and then all of a sudden there's like 5 songs on this soundtrack that quote it. Absolutely crazy work from Tricky Tony. God, Fireplace is so nice. So relaxing. So Gerson, Hammer of Justice had this motif. Undone had this motif. Susie has the Axe of Justice, yep. If we ever fight her again, will she also have the motif? Interesting. Very interesting. That's an interesting thought, Ron. I like that idea. That maybe versus Susie, we'll get a little upgrade and we'll hear that Justice theme again. Alright, speaking of a dark zone. Crazy, can't believe we're coming back here. Again, yeah, like, with the Undertale themes. Exactly, now, so look, I don't know why we're coming back here. Which, by the way, another Capitals. Craziness, dude. Crazy stuff happening. Crazy stuff happening. This song goes crazy, by the way. This song is so fun. Now hold on a second. Because this Reddit post is telling me that that was the legend. Let me hear it. Hold on, let me think for a second. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Well, hold on. Dubious, but I'm willing to put it there, I think. Again, it's a little dubious, but I think I am gonna end up putting it under the legend. It's the B section of the legend. It's a little, I don't know. This is the fight that Toby's family thought was a cry for help, yes. Which, hey, makes sense. Yeah, his, if you don't know, Toby showed this fight, with Jackenstein to his friends and family to say, you know, look what's up with my game, it's going pretty well. And his family came back and responded, hey bud, do you need help? What's going on? So, that's what Jack is about, I suppose. Eat another chocolate. So good. Alright. Now, what if I said something absolutely batshit insane? What if I said something absolutely batshit insane? That mysterious ringing is kind of giving Roots a little bit. Would I be crazy? Would I be crazy for that? You guys hear it? It's that da da da. But because there's all these different like like it's very atonal, all this ringing. But what I assume he's done is he's just gone in FL Studio and like ding-donged on the bells for a little bit and said, okay, this is cool, and then put it into some processor and then pitch shifted it like the same semitones as Roots. Would I be crazy if I said that? Because listen to the pitch of the bells. Don't listen to each bell specifically. Just listen broadly. All of the bells. Just think of it as like a wash of sound. And hear the pitch shifting that's happening. Because it sounds a little funky. Hear that pitch shifting. Do you guys hear that? Where it's starting on da. Dubious, quite dubious, but I'm almost convinced enough to put it here, dude. I'd have to like double check here. Here's what we'll do. We'll put it here. We'll put it here. No, don't bold it. We'll put it here. And we'll just add, like... There we go. Dubious at best. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it there. Doobie, I'll say probably. Alright, bro. Alright. Okay. We continue. I don't know, bro. This could be something. This could be something. You're right, I hear it. I know I'm right. But it's still dubious. It's still not all there, but I'm willing to put it there in the meantime. Alright, this is Sanctuary again. I love Ever Higher. Underrated song, dude. So underrated. Do any of you guys know if that little chippy bell at the top, the dun 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 dun, if that's anything? I feel like it must be, but maybe it's not. Sorry, game, my cat jumped on my desk. Okay, similarly, that da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Surely that's just, like, getting at the same thing that, From Now On did, where, with the rhythm of Don't Forget. The Holy, you're hearing the Holy. Alright, well, let's go back here. Are you saying that in the back of that Don't Forget section? Don't worry about anything. Everything's fine. Hopefully. I hear what you're getting at. In this end section, right? But okay. It could be, right? It could be. Okay, hold on. Let me write it down. Ever higher the holy question mark. I hear what you're getting at. But I think it might be more to the effect of just having that in the background because it is in the background, but also titles, dude. We gotta remember titles. Ever higher would make sense, right? To reach the holy, I suppose. Right? So that's another thing that could make sense. Okay. I see where you're coming from. I see. I think it's another kind of case of Gaster motif syndrome, but we'll put it there for now. We'll see. Here's wise words in its actual entirety. Which, by the way, is also just Undyne again. Using that as the rundown. In this dun 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 dun. So good. But this dun 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 dun. That's what this is. It's incurable Gaster syndrome. I know. Craziness. Alright. Oh, so pretty. Chris, my beloved. Never change, bud. Never change. This fully, like, made me tear up on stream when I played this. It, like, really did make me very emotional. This is piano. Might not be. I don't think there's any other motifs in here. I think it's just Chris hammering away. Oh, it's so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright. Pian Pian is still a mystery. This is true, and it appears in Chapter 4 right after this happens. Right after Chris plays the piano. I forgot about Pian Pian. And I had thoughts on that when the sweepstakes came out. And then more recently thinking about it, with the water imagery surrounding darkness, I think Pian Pian sounds like it's underwater. So that's another interesting thing. Alright, let's get into Hammer. Let's get into Hammer. Give me this. Okay, there are ones that we know are here. It's this one. And where's Ruins? There it is. Dun dun da da. So good. Toby's a madman. The mouth harp? Like what? Dun 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 dun. No, that's Undertale or Undyne. Dun 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 dun. There's White's words again. Let's go back over here. And we've already got it down here. Okay. And we know this is about to appear. So put it down here while we're at it. While we're here, we'll put TV World. Why the hell not? Might as well. Just to say that we did, because I do hear it a little bit. But this one's much more pronounced and, like, intentional. But then that means we at least have a freedom motif for every chapter, which I think looks good. Also, Battle Against a True Hero, not talking about Power of Neo. Which section of Battle Against a True Hero are you talking about? Is it the Ruins section? The da-na-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Is it that section that you're talking about? Because I would just call that Ruins. Personally. Da-da-da-da. Like this. I don't think I have, like, a dedicated, like, bath, section, because I think most of that song is made of, you're gonna get timestamps? Okay. I think most of that song is stuff that's already here. You know what I mean? Okay, we continue. 12 a.m. I love 12 a.m. It is so pretty. And I don't think, it has any connections? Never mind, let me eat my fucking words. That's your best nightmare. Oh my god. Never mind. What if I just, like, totally ate my words there? Okay. Well, hold on. Beautiful. Fantastic. That's that da-da-da, da-da-da. I like 13 a.m., but 12 a.m. is also pretty good. I think I like 12 a.m. better. Oh, here we go. Peak. Beautiful. Night's calling. I guess it's actually called The Second Sanctuary, huh? Oh, beautiful. 6-4, my beloved. Seb, I'm gonna say something crazy. Okay. Go for it, I suppose. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that also means that this has, just by the nature of it being a sanctuary theme. We've got Don't Forget here. Now, what is this 5/8 section? At the beginning of 13 a.m., I can hear Lost Girl? Okay. I guess we'll find out when we get there. I don't know where you'd be hearing Lost Girl, but I suppose we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I wanna... Aw, shit, I forget that this is microtonal. Okay, well, we'll put it in G for now. Oh, it's the legend. Okay, I figured it out. Awesome. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's just a legend. Okay, cool. Glad we sorted that. Fantastic. God, this song's good. So good. I know it sounds crazy, it's the first few notes. Okay. I'll believe you until I hear it, I suppose. First 5 notes of Lost Girl, to be exact. Okay, well, we have Lost Girl pulled up on this bad boy. So I guess we'll see. Wow, I almost just like legitimately called him Tony. Toby is such a genius. Using those first 5 notes of the legend as this like 5/8 section that repeats. Absolutely genius. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. So good. And this is all the legend. These synths going on top of it. So good. Absolute peak. Okay, Ripple. This one I don't know. We've just got bass and bells to work with right now. Ripple like water. There's the water imagery again. Do we think this drum pattern has anything going for it? This drum pattern sounds familiar, but I can't tell. I want to take another look at Ripple a little later, I think. Because there's something in these bells, but I can't parse it right now. And this drum pattern definitely has something to it, but I can't tell. Mostly noises to make you nervous and uneasy, yeah. Fucking banging drum pattern, dude. So good. But I feel like I feel like I've heard that drum pattern before, but I couldn't tell you where. So that, huh. Tricky Tony. Strikes again. Yeah, I'm slowed down. Okay, let's listen to 13 really closely. Oh, I do hear it. No, you're right. Da 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 da. Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. Do I think we put it here? Maybe. Yeah, I do hear it. Okay. I will put it there. Because I do hear it. Hello, Saroba, Karoba. Saroba? I don't know. Hi, how you doing? Are you also gonna analyze the ones that aren't in the soundtrack? You know, the Man Behind the Tree. Man Behind the Tree, that is Waltz of Saka Masada. I've talked about Waltz of Saka Masada before. I personally don't know how lore relevant that is, since it was a Humaniki fan song that he put in Deltarune for some reason. Now, do I think that it's interesting that Yumeniki appears a lot in Deltarune as far as theming? I do think that's interesting. Do I particularly think that Waltz of Saka Masada relates to any other song on the soundtrack? Not really. Do I think there could be lore there? Sure. At this point, I don't... Saroba, awesome. At this point, I don't really know... You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's still getting variations. This is true. That's true. With Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, I was so hesitant to think about Waltz of Saka Masada in any other way but, oh, it's a fun little Easter egg that it's a Yumi Nikki fan song. But the fact that it does have variations, that's true. This is a good point you make. Maybe we'll look at it. We'll look at it. We'll look at man.ogg and see what's going on there. There might be something there. God, Third Sanctuary is so peak, dude. Alright, let's put you down here. I know nothing of leitmotif, so I'm very confused. Well, you come to the right place, because I know a little too much. This is our whiteboard that we've got going on. This is every discernible singular leitmotif across Undertale and Deltarune. We're going through the soundtrack right now to add to the list, so to speak. Hopefully I can answer any questions you have, because it is a scary thing looking at this. There's a lot going on. Okay, Third Sanctuary. We've got Legend, obviously, in this 5-8 section. I guess I should mention, just for stream purposes, if you don't know technically what a leitmotif is, dear God, it looks like taxes. That's very funny. A leitmotif is a small piece of music, either a melody, a rhythm, whatever. It can be kind of anything relating to music that ties itself to a character or idea, as opposed to a motif, which is just a recurring theme that can appear in a piece of music. A leitmotif is a small bit of music or a musical idea that is tied to a character. So, for instance, Lost Girl, you have this motif that first appeared in Girl Next Door, which was Noelle's theme, but then also appeared on its own relating to December and other lost girls, so to speak. And so this Lost Girl motif, this musical idea, this melody, is tied to Lost Girls, I suppose. So that's a leitmotif. It's a small musical idea that is tied to a character, a person, an idea, whatever, in a story. Tonight, can you answer that? It's December holiday. I don't know that I have to say much else. It's just December holiday. What else are we looking at here? I think Third Sanctuary is mostly... This Reddit post that I'm referencing, says that they're hearing the Holy. Do you guys hear Holy? I can put it down here just to have it, because I'm not personally hearing it, but we can go back a little bit later. I have to move this. Alright, there's, or like it's raining somewhere else that's tied to Sans, right. And that motif can go through many iterations. So you can take that melody and then put it in different places. We'll do a quick little, maybe, a detour to Andrew Cunningham's video. If you haven't watched Andrew Cunningham's video, it's absolutely genius and you should watch it. It's a fantastic video. His Gastro motif video is really, really good. Whoa, it's Dark Truth slowed down. It's actually Dark Truth sped up. Yeah, so we've got up here. Not that. It's just dark. Please. Okay, now we're getting into the Guardian Suite, which is so good. I think I'm almost convinced to put Dark Place here also, but I'd have to listen to it a little harder, but I think that might be right. And in that same vein, we're gonna put Dark Truth here also. I'd have to listen to it a little hard, but it's in that stringy synth. God, look how long this is. It's longer than the Once Upon a Time one. Alright. Now this Reddit post is saying that this suite is quoting ever higher. I don't know that that's the case. I think it's more likely that they're taking from it's taking from Sanctuary, which Ever Higher does. But regardless, we'll put this up here. Because this piano hit is definitely its own thing, I think. Now, why is all this bold? Well, who did that? This, like, choir thing before it goes into that piano thing. Da-da. That's its own thing, so we're gonna make it its own thing. Crumbling towers there, too. And then in that same vein, speaking of Crumbling Tower, which we are listening to, let's go down here and make sure it ends up here. Okay. It's gonna end up here too. There's Sanctuary. Is Matt Dummy's leitmotif and Deltarune's Napstable's theme? I don't know. It's definitely in Big Shot. Definitely in Big Shot. I'll tell you what. I mean, the fun songs. Oh yeah, Best Friends, Slow Down Friend song from SpongeBob. Kind of. The fun song from SpongeBob is a very easy melody. I wouldn't be surprised if Toby heard it in passing and wrote it down and didn't even think about it. This song is long. The dummy motif that plays in Big Shot is the one that doesn't appear in Ghostfight. This is true. That's how I categorize it. If it does not appear in another thing, then it's its own thing. And so Dummy, the piano section from the end of Dummy is that. That's the Dummy theme as opposed to just Ghostfight. And that's what appears in Big Shot. Twice I've seen any ghost characters in yeah, that's the Ghostfight theme, that dun 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 da 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 da. But specifically that piano part at the very end of Dummy, the da 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 da. That's its own thing, in my opinion. That's its own theme. All right, let's get Spawn on here. Another one that's capitalized, guys. I'm telling you, there's something weird about the capitalizations. Now this Reddit post is claiming that this section is Spooktune. I don't know where they're getting that, to be honest with you. I'm not getting that, personally. I think that's a load of hooey, to be honest with you. I'm not hearing that. So, unfortunately, Spawn is like one of the only... Oh, well, I guess it's Heavy Footsteps too, huh? And then so is Guardian. So here we go with Guardian. Guardian is so good. Hearing this music for the first time, I was so sleep deprived. I was so tired playing this. But oh my god, this music. I could have listened to it for hours and hours and hours. Not even close to Spooktune. Yeah, bro. You've heard none of these songs, Justin? That's crazy. You should listen. They're pretty banging. If I do say so myself. They're pretty good. This soundtrack, this chapter's soundtrack in particular, I think is really, really fantastic. Guardian's there, Guardian's there, Guardian's there. Okay. So good. This Reddit post, again, they're like grasping at straws for little itty bitty leitmotifs. This Reddit post said that they're hearing Sweet Cap'n Cakes somewhere in here. I think at this part. Da-na-na-na. That's what they're hearing. Or da-na-na-na-na-na. That's where they're hearing the Sweet Cap'n Cakes. I don't think Sweet Cap'n Cakes have anything to do with this, to be honest with you. I think it's a very pretty melody that was not at all stolen from Lena Raine's Sweet Cap'n Cakes arrangements. I don't think that that's the case. Only songs you've heard are TV Time and Birdly. That's definitely a combination. Definitely a combination. I guess my favorite Titan-related character is Sweet Cap'n Cakes. Sweet Cap'n and KK, yeah, they're fighting the Titan, dude. They were fighting Queen, now they're fighting the Titan. Let me tell you, when I heard the ghost fight motif at the end of chapter 4, oh brother. Oh brother. Okay. The end of this chapter, when you're like fighting a Titan to this music and like shit's crazy, and you're having this big epic adventure, and then you like figure out all your friends are gonna die and like everything sucks, and like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and you're walking home in the dark in the rain just to get home and see that shit. Oh brother. The diabolical crash out I almost had over that shit. I was pissed. I was so bad at him. Alright, let's jump ahead a little bit here. Because we're gonna have Gerson coming up here in a second. So let's jump ahead and make sure we get this down. Because this is about to come real quick, and then it'll be gone. And we'll be like, well, what the heck? And there it is. At least you're happy I don't hate Sans tutorial for that. She does deserve to be happy. It just pissed me off that I had just come home from the most grueling day of my life. And oh, Mr. Sans is moving in. Oh, great. Oh, yeah. Motherfucking Gerson, boom, dude. Bro said, let's get this fellow. and annihilated a titan. How crazy is that? So this is something very interesting about the place where it rained, because it is just, it's raining somewhere else. The problem is, I think the place where it rained is from Deltarune. Like, the song, not just Sans, the song is from Deltarune. And I'll tell you what I mean. When we get to it. It's Raining Somewhere Else features Sans, The Place Where It Rains doesn't. Yeah. I think this song, this motif, not this chord progression. This chord progression is not special, necessarily. But I really want to listen to that piano part that comes after the Sans section, what we might call the B section. Where it's just that solo piano part without the, jazz keys and all that. I think I wanna write it out and look at it and see if we can glean anything, if it relates to literally anything else, because it might not. But I don't know that we would have had reference point, like a jumping off point, without knowing that this then appeared in Deltarune. This section. We'll have to look at it. Because I definitely think there might be something more to it. What do you mean it's not special? Of course it's special. It's very special. It's emotionally very important from a player's perspective. It's absolutely special. It's my favorite song in Undertale. But I mean, musically, compared to other leitmotifs and stuff like that, I don't think the chord progression itself is a leitmotif, is what I'm trying to say. No, dude, I'll be the first one to tell you, I cried. I cried when I heard this. When I heard The Place Where It Rained for the first time, I cried. Fully. On stream. You can go watch it. It's there. Oh, burn in hell, dude. Okay. Where is it at? Where's Ghost Fight? Give me Ghost Fight. Where'd it go? Where'd I put it? Where the hell did I put it? Oh, it's down here. Is it? No, it's not. Where the hell is Ghost Fight? What did I do with it? It's on here somewhere. No, there it is. God damn. Alright. God, Neverending Night is so good. This is Sanctuary again. Oh, tricky Tony. Putting the nightmare theme in Neverending Night. Insanity. Crazy. Absolutely crazy that that's here. Absolutely crazy. Can't believe he would do that to us. Our never-ending night is a nightmare. And the music said so. The music told me. It spoke to me and it said that. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely insane. This is just the legend. Just chopped up a little bit. Sans being from Deltarune is sad. He seems so happy there. But he's saying things like, you'll never see them again or just give up. I did it so sad. It's true. It's true. I mean, we're gonna find out. But I do wonder truly what, like, all of what Sans lost from the world of Deltarune, because he obviously did. So I guess we'll find out. This is Don't Forget. I think I get why Undertale Sans has a vendetta against humanity. We'll find out, dude. I guess we'll find out. Now this Reddit post is claiming Noelle's theme in here. What is that? That little piano bit. I don't know what it is. If you guys hear it, let me know. This melody. Maybe it's a hope theme of some kind. Maybe we'll see it appear again. That da 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 da. Because we've got that from With Hope Crossed on Our Hearts, but also in From Now On it appears, I believe. When Gaster says my Deltarune, is he talking about the game or us or the prophecy? It's a good question. Good question. Okay, we're gonna do this because this appears again. This is volume adjustment. This is the mic section of chapter 4, sorry. So what happens if you reload your save, or if you end up getting the code first try, I suppose. Now that on its own is its own thing. It's a sneaky thing that was unused. Somehow became the mic motif. I know, isn't that crazy? Okay, so it appears again here in Casting. Great song, by the way. And this we're gonna underline because then we're gonna go way the hell over here somewhere until I can find it. Where's Spampton at? Because in a crazy twist of events, this has Spampton in it. But I guess that's because he, well, shit, now what have I done? God, this song, dude. We got Big Shot in here, too. Craziness. Where's Now's Your Chance? This song has some crazy leitmotifs. We've got the Big Shot, we've got Spampton, we've got Hey Every right there. Craziness. I was gonna say, I suppose... Oh my god, Antenna! What the hell? I suppose Cat Swing appears with Spampton since he is puppet cat type. craziness. This song goes nuts. God, this song is nuts. The amount of motifs there. Queen motif for some reason? Did you hear that? I didn't hear it. Where are you hearing Queen? You're hearing Queen over here somewhere? Here's Hey Every. There's Tenna. 135. Bet. Oh my god. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. What the hell? This Mike guy knows everybody. That's crazy. My god, the first Queen reference since chapter 2. Cat swing. Oh my god, you're so right. What the hell? Why is Mike everywhere, dude? That's crazy. Now why is it okay? That's crazy. Wow. I never ever noticed that. Wow, that's crazy. All right, airwaves. This is a very interesting track to me. This one's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Eat another chocolate while we listen to airwaves. Spamped it again, dude. Now we have to come down here. And this string pad is also interesting. It reminds me of something else, but I can't place it. It might be holy, to be honest with you. Spanish is clearly very important with his connection to friend Gasser and Mike, yeah. Well, the fact that, like, Mike, for whatever reason, has the freedom motif, there's something very interesting about that to me. And, like, so blatantly. Like, that's blatantly freedom motif. It's not hidden somewhere, like a little fun little banjo line in Hammer of Justice, or a little piano trill in TV World. It's blatantly freedom motif. In this minigame, friend appears, yeah? I don't know. Oh, and then concert for you. Beautiful concert for you. Okay. Well, that's the soundtrack. Here's what we've got right now. Here's, Mike, the board, please. Here's the board. Here's, all our added stuff here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna go through my notes really fast and go through this and see if we can find any stray motifs that we might be missing, or check on any dubious ones, and just see and double check. For now, let's go back to Bossa Nova. I'm just gonna run to the restroom really quickly. Alright, gang. Let's get into this. Okay, what do I have written here? What do I have written here? Oh yeah, we were gonna go through song titles. Let's do that. Let's do that. Deltarune. OST. And we'll go by the Bandcamp version. Because I think that's kind of the most reliable kind of place we're going to be able to find this stuff. So, let's look at the Bandcamp page here really quickly. Alright, let's add, well, okay. Whoop. Let's do this. Let's make a big old list over here somewhere. Alright. Capitalized titles. What are we looking at? Okay. Let's keep this on. We can keep that on in the back. While we're looking at this stuff. Let's pull the volume down just a little bit. Okay. Capitalized titles. We've got another hymn. Let's keep that not bolded so we can still see. Alright. That's kind of the only one in... Oh, never mind, I'm an idiot. Also, I remember, a time when Gallery was, fully capitalized. Am I making that up? Or was Gallery capitalized at one point? Then we've got the world revolving. And then, the holy. Okay. So, freedom theme mention, right? Which does have Gasser's theme in it, by the way. So, there's that. Let's go back and look at chapter 2 now. This song kind of goes crazy. Little remix moment. Kind of really good. Alright. Let's see here. Cyber's World. Okay. Welcome to the city. Which is our first Spampton sighting. There's that. We've got Hey Every. With an extra space before the exclamation point. Now's your chance to be a Keygen. Let me see. Big Shot. I'm here. Big Fush Shot. Okay, Big Shot. I think that's all of them in chapter 2. Okay, let's look at 3 and 4 now. Because there were a lot of them in 3 and 4. Now's your chance to be a Keygen. So true. Oh god. Mike the board, please. Almost scared me. Okay, none really in this beginning part. And then we have crazy, sneak there south of the border. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. King of Roly-Poly. Again, couldn't tell you what that means. TV World is fully capitalized. It's also where we saw the freedom motif today. Which I do fully think is the case. I do think freedom motif is there. Now what's interesting here is that they don't have the other board, on the Bandcamp. Other board songs, the sword song, or sword route songs, rather. So, that's interesting. Let's keep it pushing. I'm not really gonna count C just because it's a single letter. But, maybe sometime. Maybe at some point. A Dark Zone, which is Jack's battle music, Jackenstein. Spawn and Guardian, which both make enough sense. And then the Legend, ... question mark. So this is what we have from the Bandcamp. Let's really briefly check, like Apple Music or something. So Toby Fox. Let's see here. Deltarune Chapter 1. So on the Apple Music list, it is also, gallery is also, not capitalized, but I could have sworn that at some point it was. Could have sworn. Okay, well, let's check 3 and 4. Yeah, none of these on Apple Music are, maybe we look at, instead of that, let's just look at the playlist. Like the official playlist. You know what I'm saying? See if it's there. Here we go. This one. Because this is Toby-Fox-Music. Owned by Materia. So, if anything's gonna be correct, it's gonna be this, right? Let's see. Scroll here really quickly. World Revolving, The Holy, Galleries, again, lowercase. But I could have sworn it wasn't at some point. That's okay, we've got that. Alright. Let's check chapter 2. Cyber's World we've got. Welcome to the City we've got. Hey Every we've got. Now's Your Chance. Keygen. Big Shot. And that's it. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. South of the Border we've put on there. King of Roly-Poly we put on there. TV World is all caps. Okay, here we go. Here's the important stuff. We've got... I'm just gonna put these down here. Sword. Northern Light. If I could see. What else is here? Glacier, Bitroots, ERAM, and Burning Eyes. Oopsie, wrong one. This one. Glacier. Bitroots. ERAM. And Burning Eyes. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. So these are that. I think it's very funny that South of the Border is the first one from Chapter 3 that's capital. And then these are corporal. Just to have it there, you know? Even if it means absolutely nothing, and it's just a stylistic choice for whatever the song is, I feel like this is going to be important. And, like, you could say that a dark zone being capitalized is like, oh, haha, whatever, it's a Jackenstein fight. But it is still a dark zone. You know what I mean? It's still a dark zone, right? Alright. What else do we want to do? Let me pause this. Because it's hard to hear my own thoughts every once in a while. Ripple. Let's listen to Ripple. Let's do that. Let me listen to Ripple, please. I feel like surely this drum beat I've heard before. And these bells, dude. Craziness. Ganpan is another thing that I don't really know what to make of. I have to brush up on my Spamton sweepstakes, I suppose. You hate how much Asgore fell off? I don't know that he really fell off, at least in this universe. In this universe, he kind of feels like he's always been, having a rough time. There is something about this drum beat, dude. I don't know what it is. It's gonna drive me absolutely crazy. Maybe someone... Let me go here so my computer doesn't crash. Surely someone else has had this thought. Am I just going crazy? You're telling me no one else has, like, obsessed over this drum beat? I'm like, I swear I've heard this before. Reminds me of the Mario Underground theme. Alright, bro. I don't know about all that. I can't get past the idea that I've definitely heard that before. But I couldn't tell you where. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to all of Undertale again. Huh. And the bells. Oh god, bro. Okay. Here, let's listen to the man tracks. Let's do that. Deltarune, Chapter 3, Egg Room OST. OST number, who knows? mannes.ogg. Okay. man_nes. It's just waltz. Nothing crazy. Just Waltz of Sakamasada. Now, I do want to listen to the Chapter 4 one, because I feel like the Chapter 4 one's a little more different. Okay. I think that's just going to repeat to the end of time. Let's go Chapter 4. What is this one? Mend_2.ogg. Okay. It's interesting that in Chapter 3 it says it's the only place you can still talk. I know. I love this track. Man_2.ogg. It's so pretty. Like, I actually really like this track. I think that was the frequency click from the track restarting. Okay. So nothing crazy. It's just so calming. I don't know what it is. Yeah, okay, that's the track repeat. Pretty creepy, yeah. It reminds me, it's beautiful and a little creepy the same way that dial tone is. I absolutely love dial tone. It might be my favorite OST in Chapter 2 in like a weird way. There's something very like weird about it. Just kind of weird, you know? Not like a weird root or anything, but you know, just a little weird, a little creepy. But it's so pretty. Something about dial tone is so nice. And it's just the freedom theme. But there's something about the way that the instrument he used for it is so good. So perfect. It captures that so well. God, I just got like flashbanged. Okay. Well, it's been how long? 3 hours? I think we've done pretty well, right? We've done pretty well. Maybe things took a weird route there. This is what we've got so far. Or at least right now. This is what we're working with. Pretty good, I'd say. Really nice assortment of things. A nice little board. We've added all of the Chapter 3 and 4 stuff to this list. Now, what I'm going to do with this information in my free time, probably tomorrow, is go through and try my very hardest to see if I can do a bubble chart for all of this. But this is a lot of songs. It's a lot of music, a lot of songs. So we'll see how well I can do that. But if I manage to do pretty well, then I will show it to you on Thursday. Why didn't Ram come to Castletown? He just kind of disappeared. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal with Ram is. He's so weird. I don't know what his deal is. But he definitely feels secret boss adjacent. But like he's not a secret boss. He's like an associate of a secret boss. Of ERAM, I suppose. There's something very weird about Ram that I don't know what it is. But he weirds me out a little bit. There's definitely something there, I just couldn't tell you what. Anyway, so this is what we're working with. I will, at some point in my free time, try to go back and add it to the bubble chart. We'll see how well I do. Already said what I think he is while you were gone. Damn. Well, I'll go back and read through chat. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm thinking that's stream, dude. I think we did it. I think we did it. For those unaware, anyone watching the very tippy end of the stream, this is my original craziness bubble chart. This is what I've been working with for 2 years. I made this like 2 years ago. It's a little crazy. It's a little insane, one might say. I made this on a whim during a hyperfixation spiral. I never posted it to the internet anywhere. This was just a little thing I did for me. But this is what it looks like. This is a bubble chart connecting every song from Undertale Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 of Deltarune. This is what this looks like. It's an absolute clusterfuck in the very best way. But, yeah, this is this. And you'll notice down here we've got a little key. Appears across multiple games down here. The only one is Sans. So, fun little interesting tidbit. Anyway, this is what I will remedy over the next couple days. And I will show that to you guys on Thursday. Thursday stream, we're going to jump into Chapter 2, getting the perfect save. I'm going to make sure that I get everything that I want to on that perfect save. I don't exactly know what that means. All I know for sure is that I want Dealmaker and Egg for Chapter 2, and probably maxed armor, and anything that I could fuse later with Malleus. So, we'll do that on Thursday. I'm super tired. I need to go eat something. My laundry machine is broken, so I need to go figure that out. But I will see you guys on Thursday. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was kind of a weird stream, but it was fun. Thanks Ballistic and Rain for popping in at the top of the stream. Thanks for Saroba popping in the middle. Napsablik and Ruan, you've been here this whole time. That's absolutely incredible. You guys are great. Loved having you guys here to talk Deltarune music. It's been super fun. This is definitely my favorite thing about this game is the music. I'm so obsessed with it. I love it so much. So I can't wait to talk more about Deltarune music on Thursday while we play Chapter 2. It's gonna be great. I will see you guys there. Hopefully both of you, hopefully everybody that joined today. And we'll get through Chapter 2. I might start Chapter 2 before stream just to get to know well, because I have a feeling we're gonna be hanging out with Spampton for a good while. So I think I'd rather get through as much of Chapter 2 as possible before that. But maybe I won't. Maybe we'll just start from the top on Thursday, and we'll see how far we get. So Thursday 5 p.m. Pacific, we will start Chapter 2, and I'm so excited to see you guys there. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I gotta go. Y'all gotta go. Have a great day or night. Get some good rest today. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. It's been so much fun. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.